Hi everyone, this is Corey here, and this is the next episode of Let's Make a Game. And I will continue on working on the Venusville game. And just double checking if everything works, audio and everything. Well, I think it all looks good. So, I will continue where I left off. So, a little bit about me. I'm Corey. I'm developer for 20 plus years. I've worked with the most complex websites and web systems with large blue chips companies. And I also did some games throughout the years, which was my dream. And now I'm working on my second game called Venusville, which is a city builder. And it's among the clouds of Venus. It's a flying city. And also the good news now, I got a publisher. So let's just jump in on continue working on the game. I just wanted to test a little bit because I started to add a new dome. I have some issues with textures because I gave a new texture for the building. So this is the new layout. I have now multiple or 6 pods at the moment, but I'm not blocking the doors, and there is issues with the rotations and things like that. So that's one of the things what I have to sort. And also I have a new item called storage, and mainly I will try to work on the storage. They go through it because they think there is a door there, because I did not block it yet on the new one. So I will work to make this work and the new storage unit mainly, I think, today. And it says I started to add the new texture to it. Where is my dome? I turned it off. Okay. Let's turn that back on. Okay, so let's fix those things. First, I will go to the dome. And then I want to make the new storage area working, storage pods to work. Okay. So first thing, I think I turned off the dome. Yeah, I turned off the dome. So you can see now there is a bubble there, air bubble. Okay, and then on this one, you see I don't have, the doors are not blocked. These are the colliders on the side, which is blocking the entrance from that side. So where are the colliders? Yeah, there. Okay, and then can I just turn them on so I can just pull? Oh, damn. Sorry. I have many. Okay, that's the wrong one. Okay, I don't need this many on this one because the layout is different. But the first thing is why I can't just select the collider. I wonder. Okay. Oh yeah, those are the corners. And do I have? Maybe I have already this one. Oh yeah, I have one for the door. Okay, so I don't need to modify these ones. I just have to turn on the right doors. and maybe resize it. Yeah, okay, let's just resize that. Where is my button to resize the colliders? Transform tool? No. Oh. That's weird. Normally I have a... Alright, whatever. I just move it there and enlarge it. So let's make it 1.3 and 2.4. Okay, and then the same on the another side. Okay, so that solves the problem of them want to use the door. Yeah, that's nicely blocks that. And then the another problem is these slots. Are using kind of a slot system. You can click on these ones to build new areas. And the local identifier instance. What is this? I turned on something. Oh, this is the debug screen, not the inspector. That's why. Inspector, please. Inspector, please. Okay. So now I have the little button. If I'm looking at the right one, then you can just modify it. Okay, so these are the slots, but they are... They doesn't seem... Okay, how did I do the rotation bit? Okay, any of this is rotated or not? Okay, I don't know how did I do the rotation here. Because I know there is a rotation on this. Okay, I have to look into the code. I have no idea how I did this. Furniture manager. Furniture manager. Cool. Now, let's see. It's add furniture node. Let's just search for rotation. Face direction. Where is this taking the face direction? So on request furniture construction, furniture is an interior structure. Interior structure is such a long word. I was looking for a shorter one. Removed. Okay, so start construction. Furniture drive. Oh, maybe the node, it has... start to come back to me. So in the old dome, these slots facing rotation, that's the one. Okay. That's that would be interesting. So that's 45. So 0 and 180 probably. I have to sort that way then. Yeah, it's here. So okay. So if that looks that way, I guess this should be 180. Same. Oh wait. 1, 2. Okay. This is the opposite side. Doesn't matter. 3. That's 180. 4 is 0. 5 is 0. Okay. These are not in proper order. Well, it's a set one time off up kind of thing. Yeah, I'm missing some textures on those walls. Okay, let's see if it's rotated now right. They should not go through the wall anymore. And also now this should be rotated the right direction.
Hello, Commander.
Hello.
Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI.
Okay, let's put up the 2 domes. I will make icons soon. No, okay. And I need the factory and stuff if I build a couple of more of them. Okay, and then let's speed this up. Oh yeah. I want to. Sorry. Sorry, just weather report came in. Okay. Yeah, I tried to make this, but the height map is on the floor is not that great. Alright, let's see if my rotation worked. Let me just pop down first these ones. And the water. And now let's add the... Yeah, I have to make this high. Okay, yeah, that's correct. And yes. Okay, so they're facing the right way, but they way too low. They are in the ground. So let me try to figure out where I should put them. Hard to click on them. Okay, managed. And then move it. It's just probably I have to move it up to 0.35 normally. That's the floor level. No. 6. Oh no, 35. I think that should be fine. Oh, one of them. Okay, so it's only the wireframe. The pod itself is right. Oh, it's maybe even too high. Okay, let me see that one. I did the model yesterday and I started to add it to the game. No, that's too low. So where should this be? 0? No, 0 is too much. -1. Yeah, that looks correct. No, it's too deep. So 0.5. Oh, it's created some funny shadows under it. 9. Why would that be that? That looks correct. Okay. So 0.9. But they are not delivering anything on it. Well. Yeah, they don't do any delivery. I did not expect really to work yet. Okay, so let's just make the position correct. Okay, so wait, I want to. Yeah, so interior structures, aka furnitures, and then I have to move the wireframe itself 0.35 up, and then here and then here maybe slightly down. That doesn't seem this being in the wrong place. Okay, let's try it. Just it shouldn't be. Something is off. So if it's go 26, then it should be exactly on the floor. Well, maybe the model is not exactly on the floor. That's why. Okay. Okay. The AI will come in a sec. Or it's maybe already talking, just a volume down. Okay. Yeah, I want these because then I have the resources produced. Let's speed it up a little bit. Yeah. And now, let me see if when I hover it. No, when I hover it, it's too low. But when I click, it's correct. Is it correct? Or yeah, no, it's still up. Okay, I think the model itself is higher up than it should be. Okay, so I have to fix the hover part, which is in the mouse control. And only with 26. So managers, mouse manager has a furniture placement, aka interior structures, and storage. Yeah, that's the storage pod. Let me call it storage pod. And then this one should be then 0.26 up. Okay, that's good. And then let's change this one to 0.26 instead of the standard 35. Okay, and test again. If that's correct position, then the next... Uh-oh, sorry. have to check. It's actually not remembering my previous settings. Well, there is a couple of issues around that too. I want to add the icon cell. All right. Yeah, I have to fix the... Oh, that's actually cut in. It's too big. Can't lower that. Oh, that never happened. Oh yeah, it would be not visible if the backside of that wall would be existing. Yeah, but that's a bug. Okay, let's put... Okay, that's nice. And if I put here, then it turns around. Yeah, but it still feels low. It's still low, too low when it hovers with the mouse. You see, it's under. Okay. I don't know that. Maybe set it back to 35. Only for the mouse hover. I think there is something going on with that file. Positioning wise. Okay. Okay, let me check that one. And then we go into the code. So, storage pod is on 0. Okay, this one should be 35. Okay, and then I have to pull up the project. Project controller. Because I added in the new storage project type and the new task type, but I don't think I handle. There is some old code there, but I don't think it's properly handled at all. So init slots. No, it has store at. Yeah, it will be handled as input resource slots. I think I did put there. So if I pull up this one, at the moment, I placed 4 slots on it on top of each other, so it can be stored on one stack. Stack controller would align it properly. That's the position where the NPC walks to. Yes, these are resources in the input slots. So can be picked it up from. So I add the new contract type to store, and then I set store at. Okay, the store at and deliver to should work exactly the same way. So let me see if wherever there is deliver to, I should have book resources. Oh, it's present. I think I did every time when I did the deliver to, I also added store to, but the store contract type is a new thing. Yeah, I did everywhere. Okay, so the another one is the contract type, which is what's the default? Is that also deliver or just deliver? Delivery. Okay. So let's see if that one. Delivery. Okay. So if the contract type delivery is resource already in place, it checks. If not, then book a resource. So books a resource. I need to add here. Oh, I have to this project controller is grown out of size. It's completely ready for refactoring. I did actually with the contractor one. Yeah, yesterday I refactored the whole thing. So, okay, so if the contractor type equals store, like I think it's store. How I called it store, I think. Yeah, store. Store, then book the resource and check if it's already occupied. If not, then book the resource. And I think that's the only modification what I was missing. So now, in theory, they should pick up resources and deliver to the pod. Of course, there could be another 6 things going wrong yet, because this is completely not tested. And the another thing is the priority low. So they only should store at if I think the resources were stuck on it. They will not able to pick up anymore. All right, let's check. But the priority low, so they should prioritizing. That's completely new, the priority system. Sorry, this will keep happening because it's not reading out the. That's open nice now. Yeah, the priority system I just add. It's completely not tested. It's not a difficult thing to add, so it's not like it could have too many bugs on it or at all. But I did not test that yet. I just add. So queues now. I have like a queues of jobs now organized in 3 different priorities: low, medium, and high. And I put food delivery the highest priority. While yeah, I have to do that. That's interesting. Stopped working, I think it's just oh no, it's there. Only this one don't have it. Oh, it's actually wrong way. I just realized the screen should be the another way around. Yeah, the screen should be on this side, that screen. Oh, but they're delivering. Well, it stuck the wrong height, but they did deliver at least one for them. My question is, can they pick it up from there? So if because I don't think it releases it properly. Wow. There is a lot of... This is a very, very new version with a lot of new stuff went into it, so... I will not even call it Alpha 1.7. I'm working on now the Alpha 2. The Alpha 1.7 patch 7 is... Oh yeah, they just put one, of course, because that was not done yet. It's just building it now. So they rotated the wrong way. I just realized. Yeah, that's the reason they are building it from the wrong side as well. Okay, and now, will they deliver on it? Do I have even any resources left? Oh, in theory, any resource. Oh, okay. I also have to take down some of the resting points. Like there is a loitering, I call it the loitering spots. They can walk into these different points, and I have to remove it from the two sides. Okay, I'm curious if they will deliver anything on it when this one finish. Well, they could already pick those up and then they bring it in, but it's not happening. It's maybe because I not set it up to have a specific type of resource, and it's maybe need that I set them to any, and that may not I probably not handled. But if I would set them to a specific one, they may work. Yes, they're not delivering it to the pods. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back. So, in the building, the new building. That's 0. That's 180. That's 0. That 180. That's 180. And that one is 0. Okay. So that's 1. Now it should face the right way. And the one thing I could do, I set them temporary. I just want to test this. So if I'm right, then if I change the slots, let's say I take these 4 slots, and I instead of any, I say I want food. Okay, then it will deliver the foods on these in theory. So, oh yeah, and one more thing, when we was building it, this slot was really high up. So let's put it down to maybe 35. 0.35. And it was putting it really up in the air, but probably it's just have to set it 0. Now we see. Hi viewers. Welcome to Let's Make a Game. I'm working on my Venusville game.
Hello, Commander.
Oh, wait a moment.
Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus.
So, working on my city builder, my second game. built. And I'm adding new domes. Why I'm in the cloud layer? As a start. Or it was just a really high cloud. Really tall one. Alright, so back to the domes. So I'm making a new dome, and inside of the dome I'm created a new storage pod where the colonists can put all the goods, boxes, deliver. But I just started to add it to the game, so not just partially working. Ah, I put the door in the wrong way. No problem. I can actually remove that. And I hope I'm not breaking anything with that. Okay, so yeah, that way. Thank you. So, I have some texture issues there. Let's just place them to the CVDs, some water, and then just for the test I want to put that one, and I want to see if they are correct, and maybe I could put some food. Oh, the food, okay. That's actually wrong then, because these, okay. This, I have to rotate these. These are wrong. Okay. Right now they look facing the correct way, but this thing is correctly rotated, so they are not correctly rotated. I have to do minus 90 degrees on both of them. Okay. Alright, let's see if they will deliver anything on them now. I can't really click on it yet. Not like the other items, which gives you information. That's something what I have to do. Okay, so these things are facing the wrong way. Okay, are they delivering the food? I'm pretty sure we have food. So if yeah, there is a lot of boxes of food. I know they are floating, but I have a new stock system, but I didn't add just in a few places yet. Oh yeah, the loitering points I forgot to remove. From the dome. No, they doesn't seem like they would do that. Let me see if this is even exist. So if I checked in the managers, the queues, where the contract queue. Okay, so I have a general one, which is empty. Yeah, so people are signed up, but there is no contracts whatsoever there. Just to show if this works, if I start to put some things to build, then they should pop up some delivering and stuff. That's interesting. Why are you stuck there? There is space. There is definitely space. Okay. Well. one problem at a time. Okay, I don't see them. Oh yeah, there are the contracts. Those are our contracts. Interesting. Okay, so I think I have to turn this to this and everything inside. To the right. So minus 90. Minus 90, and then the rest of the things is in the wrong place. Well, it doesn't matter really. But let's put it here. There will be a lot more can be stored on this pod. 24 up to 24 items. Anything else? Oh yeah. Great. I have to redo the collider. Why is this so high up? Okay. Let's do the collider then. So I hate that one happen. Let's log this and open. Can I just move that collider? All right. It looks like I only can resize it. Or I'm missing something. What happened with that? So easy to misclick it and then it disappears. This is probably painful to watch. Yeah, well, it will be there in a second. Hold my breath back to do this. The collider, resizing and removing the collider is the thing what I like the less to do, probably. I misclicked it. Okay. Well, I don't care really if this is that low, but as long as it's... This is just to make it clickable. That's the collider to make it clickable. All right. That was painful, but done. Let's try it again. Wait. Oh no, it's just activated. Yeah, it's not showing, not reading back the start the values. I have to do that. Anyway, I have to do a add the save system. I have a save system from my another game, but I wrote modular, so I will do that one of the day. Okay, now back to business. And then let's add this too. That. And then let's speed it up because okay. So I have some production. I do that up and then, but anyway, I set it up so it's requesting now. Okay, that's still not okay because if I put a, I don't know, a food processor, it's, you see, it will face the wrong direction. So I still have to rotate these. I thought I rotated that. Weird. Okay. Anyway, I want to see if it's if they are actually placing any items on them. One more time. Oh yeah, okay. I only rotated. I think they are correct now when they build, but not when I have the. I didn't do the wireframe version of them. So if I put this, yeah, they are facing the same way. Then here it's the opposite because that's the another corner. But I think I copied from there, so hard to tell if I did the wrong direction or not. The best if I build like one on there and a pod here, and then when they build I will see if it's facing that. It should face that. These two should face the same way, and then I can rotate it. Yeah, okay. I think this is correct, and that's correct. I just have to rotate the pods 90 degrees as well. Okay, are they delivering anything? I don't think so. They should bring the food. Oh yeah, they are hungry, they want to eat. Okay, but they're not delivering. Alright, I have to check what's going on there. So, first the loitering points, let's remove. I have a bunch of points where they can go when they are bored. So 1 and 2 is in the wrong place. So we delete those. And then 3, 4, that's fine. And then 5, 6 is again wrong place. So let's see. Okay. I don't think they are. Oh, yeah, they are in array, so I have to remove them from there too. That's the reason I first deleted them, because then I see which one is I don't need. Okay, so they would not walk over there when there is they will just try to stay on the corridor now. On that. And then what else was the problem? Yeah, okay, the rotation of those spots also have to be turned, and I have to turn it with, so they was facing this way, I have to face X forward, so that would mean I rotate this to, oh wait, maybe easier if I sneak peek here. Is there, no, I'm not using the default rotation, I use the just this one to tell, because I can't really rotate that one, because then easy to misclick if it's angled or something. Okay. So I have to leave it how it is, but I have to fix this one, and I have to turn it left, which is 90 degree entirely. So 0 goes to 90. When you see 0, I go 90. And there is one more. Okay, that's correct. And then this goes to 270. And I can be completely wrong about this. But we will see in a sec. Okay, and then we dig into why it's not delivering. All right. I will dig into. Okay.
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno.
Oh, this is a new building as well. I think I will group probably these 4 together, and I make a sub menu called I don't know, construction, and then food and necessities or something like that. Separate, because I'm running out of space of this. Okay, I will put now normal stuff here. Okay, that's that. I did exactly opposite than I should have. You see? Exactly opposite. So what is yeah. Okay, so if I put this one here, yeah, they are facing the wall. All of them, but at least all of them are the right direction. Right, okay. I know now. So 90 is 270, and then 270 is 90, and then it's fine. Okay. What else? Yeah, I didn't test if the pods are actually rotated the right way, but I think it is. Let's test, and if it works not properly, then sorry about that. Okay, so we need power. We need test this too. Yeah, I should actually put something like a line or and a corridor of the bottom to just for the wireframes really. I have to do a new one so you can see actually which way it's facing, because right now you can't. Well, the walls will be, it still would help really if I just have the lines for the floor. So I think I need to do a specific wireframes for each, which I don't have at the moment, to make it player friendly really. Okay, now let's build basic necessities. So at least they are surviving for a few. Even these ones are too low. You see? Huh. This one? No, this one correct. But then it's not correct. Yeah, I have to go through all those one by one and check all of them. Maybe not right now while I'm streaming. Okay, so now if I want to put these down, this looks correct. And on this side, yeah. Excellent. And now let's see if this one is actually correct. I was not expecting it will be correct on the... I did not rotate the wireframe version of it. But when it's built, it should be rotated correctly. If it's rotated correctly, then I do the wireframe as well. Okay. I see another... Oh. Opposite, okay. So, I know now. We run out of putting this in the wrong way. Okay, so it's 90 degree. And also, I have to make sure this slot is actually... Yeah, this will be right now because it's facing it. It's Z forward. I set these slots, so it will face now, hopefully. And then I don't really care where is it, but let's put it in the puck down there. Okay, and then let's rotate. So this one was 90, so this one have to be 90 as well. Yeah, okay. That should do it. Then I go into... I really need to refactor that project control. Yeah. I should fix this. So it actually reads out in the beginning.
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy environment. Shall we begin?
Yeah, I need to change those ones. But that's okay. That's okay. For now. For today. Okay. And water for them, so they not die too quickly. This shouldn't be here. I need to adjust a little bit these models. This was one of the first models I created and it's old. And that's the reason I tried to improve the look. But there are issues all over. Okay. So, let's see if these pods are... Okay, that's correct. That's correct. It's just when the hover is not correct, which is in the mouse controller or mouse manager. This needs to be 90, I guess. I can't test it right now. I don't have much space. Let me test if 90 is correct. I think 90 is correct, but... Okay, and if I click on these, storage, then it has project. It just should be a store project, not a manufacturer one. It says ID correctly, entity ID as well. Store at. Pick up from store at. Pick up from his... Okay, I'm curious of one thing. Okay, so first, fix the mouse issue. Let me just test it. So if I build another one and speed it up, because I don't want the direction issue. I don't want to handle anymore. So now. Okay. So if I now want to place this down. Oh yeah, because I set it 90 degrees. So yeah, that's correct now. Right? The direction of that is 90. Okay, so I have to modify that one. To 90. Okay. And then I I will have a minute of break. So just hold on. I will be back in a minute. Hi, I'm back. Let's continue working on the game. So I modified that one with 90, so the layout should be okay now. So let's look at the pods itself, and I changed this modifier short project to call store project. So I always switch this over for testing reasons from store to delivery, and I will ask to deliver 2. Okay, so we will ask to deliver 2, maybe the first 2. Okay, so it will request to have, and then let's see if that works, because there is no reason why we would not deliver, because store at and deliver to is technically at the moment is absolutely the same code. I just have to make sure when we use store the priority is actually low, and it flags the stored flag and only stores something when it don't have the store flag. So because I want to avoid the NPCs moving from one storage, keep moving from one storage to the another, the item. But some reason when I set it to store, not working. So let's try deliver 2, which is the normal delivery method for the NPCs. So if I build up again everything.
Hello, Commander.
Sorry.
Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather...
Okay, so...
Shall we begin?
No, come on. And then I put the 2 kind of domes down, and then I put the atmospheric harvester and the factory, and then let's demolish that one, skip the tutorial, and then speed it up. start building it. So let me add 3 of that, and one that. And then we got here. So let me just see if I put those. Then in theory they should deliver the food on it. Let's see if that works. Yeah, this is too low as well. So this and the CVD are too low. How about the... Yeah, this is as well. I have to rise those. That's 3. Pressure forge. That looks correct. And then the... Yeah, as well. Maybe this one is low as well. Yeah, that one low as well. Okay, all of them low. When I hover. Okay, come on. Build, build, build. Well, they're not working because there is no CO2. Now there is CO2. So they make carbon from it. Good. And now let's see if you deliver. Please deliver. I need to... No, they're not delivering at all. So let me just check. I have the pod, and the storage pod has storage project. Why is it step 0? Okay, let's see on another object. Is that? So, well, manufacture project. And then, okay, step 1. I made zeroed out the step. That's why. That's why they're not delivering. Okay. Okay. These, the store, the step number, I think cannot be 0. It's have to start from 1. I actually last night zeroed this out. I was somewhere at 2 a.m. That's why I think that's 1. And then also I see in all those items too low. The grow pod. I see why, because there is no holder for it. So if I create a grow pod one, and I place the grow pod, inside, and then I move it up with 0.35, then the grow pod would be correct, but I also have to make sure it's pulls this item up, and now I moved up the grow pod higher. Can put back in the beginning, and then also which another one was, I think almost all of them was cut off a bit. The CVD was definitely, again, because it's not contained in I don't have a parent. Okay, CVD, and then put this inside and then move it up to 0.35, which is the floor height. Okay, that's what I'm doing because it's it's just using the model directly, and it should be upper, and then I have to set that up so when it's trying to get the CVD, then it's actually using that structure to the right level. I could actually add to the code to move everything to 0.35 as alternative. Oops, sorry. I will fix that because it's greatly annoys me and makes streaming difficult. So yeah. Okay. Did I remove that? I don't remember removing it. Wow. Or it's disappeared. I don't know. That's a mystery. I have to look it back on the video. Okay, so we build that one and then I need cool. So if I build now this and that, oh yeah, I didn't even pay attention. Yes, that's not correct height. It's nicely, it's not get cut. So the same way, did I fix? No, I didn't fix that one. I did fix this one. And you see how big this thing is. This is too big. I got, when it was in the corners, I could get away with it. But here, when I'm making this corridor, this is way too big. Way too big. I may have to I have to resize it. But I love it so much. The current way how it is. It's well, it looks like it actually I'm wrong about the available size here because I was assuming this is about 3 meters, but looks like it's closer to 2.5. Oh, they're storing it. And yes, that's what I was afraid of. They start to bring from one to the another. So the reason is it's all the 4 of them worked because I coded store it. I have to go back and change it back to the project from delivery to store, and also these ones to store at. And then I have to make sure if something is stored, it's available, but also the stored flag at the store at flag is on, so it's not get restored and restored and restored continuously. Okay, so I set it to store at, we retest it, and then I go in and I make sure the flower, maybe I could actually look on it right now. Yeah, let's look on it right now. How is that? So a resource data. Yeah, a resource data can be, no, this is just the data to generate it. And then there is the resource itself. Yeah, that's the one. You see, there is a stored. Yeah, there is a stored. So the difference bits, because it's available, then like when I request some, let's say I request carbon, and I want to produce from that carbon fiber, then I take the carbon and I put it in a in slot, and I make it not available. So other people cannot go there and grab it and they use it, right? Until I'm not release it or use it. If I use it, it's disappeared, doesn't matter. When the output happens, that's marked available, not like the input. But when I'm storing it, I should set it to available, but also set it stored. And then make sure if there is a store command, then that's not picks it up if it's stored state, only picks it up if it's available and not stored, and then marks it stored and available, so other people can pick it up. So that's the logic. I already prepared this. It's just I don't think I'm using it properly. So okay, delivery and store, and then deliver to. Let's say dot deliver to. Okay, so book resource is here. So it's looking for, so okay, so when I'm booking a resource, it's looking for any deliver to or store at task. And then wait for resource, right? Okay. Do I need to modify it here? I think I need to, because wait for resource is waiting for available resource only. So it's available resource. If resource available, it's fine looking for a resource which is, oh wait, there is something here. If the resource is available and task is, if the task type is store at, then the resource is not stored all the way through. If it's true, then it's checking for it if it's stored or not, and only picks it off if the resource stored not stored, right? So it wouldn't pick from one storage to the another to deliver and then make an endless loop all the way through. So I have this. I actually have this here. This is fine. Maybe I just not set it to be resource stored is not set. Okay, let's look for the next deliver to. So this one is when we need the slots. That's fine. There is nothing there. Here when we're waiting for the resource, that's fine. We're booking the resource, and then if the resource is already in place, oh, okay, it's just checking if the resource is already in place. So in this file, I don't have anything, but there is a task controller. I think it's a part of this one. Task controller, yes, which just handles the task level stuff. So, and there, if I have deliver to, so this is handle on interact. So when it is actually delivering, then it takes the resource. It takes the resource Yeah, wait a sec. And puts down the resource, and then it's already here. So if it's stored, why I pull out the node? I don't have the node because it's the target resource I'm using. Target slot targets. Okay, so it takes the node, make it available, and make it stored. So that should be fine. I already did this. Okay, let's see if this works then. It's maybe because it was set to deliver to. And I'm curious if they can actually pick it up after. Oh, wait.
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville.
Let's set it to carbon. The reason is because carbon, other than food, is need to be processed after. So if I set it to carbon, it will, from the factory, they bring here the carbon, and then from the from here, they can take it to the machines when there is too much carbon. Okay. I need to probably speed up because it will take a little time. Watch out for the... Yes, one of the music is very loud. I have to make when it starts, it should read those settings. Well, it's not reading it because it's not really makes sense at the moment. I just have to add the save system to it, at least for the settings. Yeah, well, maybe later today. I love the new corridor. There is 6 slots. It helps so much. I want to add a couple of more L-shaped one and so on. The just question is the one of the reason I didn't do that yet is the food planter is too big. But I have to rapidly developing the version 2 of the full demo, which will be the full version of the demo. Lot of things is in progress right now. Changes, that's the reason it's a little bit wobbly. But I want to make sure everything is bug free completely. So far, so I will run like for hours and I will see if anything breaks, but they should not do that. Okay, so let's put the 2 new pods down, and they should expect to get some carbon from the factory, and they will store them here, but also they will able to pick it up and bring it to the CVDs to make carbon fiber. Yeah. It's a little bit tricky to test, but and they should actually carry directly here when they need. Only if there is they don't have one, then they should drop it here. Oh, yeah, this is still too high. I have to put that one on the floor lower when he's waiting for construction. Okay, so what I'm working on... Hi, guys. What I'm working on is added a new corridor, like dome, with more pods or slots to build. And also these storage pods, and I'm trying to get the storage system work. It looks like I wrote most of the code before, without I even knowing. When I was writing the deliver to and others, I was all think through the storage, and it's there. It's just I never had a storage pod to place. Okay, that's delivered. Okay, will he pick it up? Yes, he picked it up. What I have to make sure it's they not start to pick it up and put from one pot to the another. So I need a lot more of this. A lot more of the coal, not coal, but carbon extracted from the atmosphere. Yeah, be mining it. Maybe I could build the second one. I have enough. I think I have enough to build one more. Okay, so if I build one more, I need one iron, one, yeah. Okay. Then I will have plenty. Ah, the biologist, yeah, they will die without... Oh, I have to build some grow pods and food production, otherwise they will die. Quickly, but let's see. It's testing now. Okay, I will build a second factory. I never did that this early in the game. Yes, they actually deliver. Now the only thing is I want to make sure mixtures of they are thirsty. If this could work with any type, because currently it is, I have to set it up to a certain one. Now what's happening here? Some kind of party. Stop. No. Let's see what's... it's a pot finding issue. Oh, they figured it out. Usually they figure out, sometimes they do this. That's educational. I may have to change the size and the way how this cuts up the area, the nav mesh. Oh, I think it will sort it in a moment when this build. Yeah. That's generated a different, better path. Or the smoother on it, I have to adjust. I will do that on another day. Okay, so food production. Quickly. And then let's put here the 2 of that and then 2 of the food one. Okay. That's more economical. Okay, we're producing in 2. I have to keep the things in front. I can't put it on. It's fine. Here I put it on the side, but there is not enough space for that. The another option, I make it invisible. When they place it in, it goes invisible. Oh, why is that went on the top? That should automatically sort it to the bottom. Okay, if I make it run out, oh, they will be tired soon. And if it goes nighttime, they all die because I don't have any power stored. Ooh, I want to walk through. Not really. I haven't walked through yet, but... Oh, that's so different. Yeah, I don't have the dome one. For some reason the dome not really working. This should. Work, but I don't know. Alright, so that looks like working. They putting their things and removing it. The stuck part not working. It's not putting it on the floor. It should always rearrange itself to have the place it to the floor, or it's just too high up. The starting point. I'm actually curious. Okay, so let's click on it and then I can sort that in a second. So here, that one, that's slot 3, slot 2, slot 1, slot 4. That's weird why they are in that order. Okay, let's look on the other side one. This has 2 items in it. So that's the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and that's on the floor, 041, and still it puts it in the air, and then only the 4. I have to revisit this. Stock height is 4. The gap looks fine in between them. It's just okay. That's the first one. Okay, so the starting point is, oh, did it rearrange it? It's just in the wrong order. 1. I think they are just the wrong order because this is 1. That's 2. So 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. Okay, they are in the wrong order. That's why. That actually makes sense then. And maybe the very bottom one is slightly above, but I think I just have to move that down to 35 or 0. Because I already have a stock height and the offset, so this should be at 0. Okay, fair enough. Let me fix that issue first. So I put it down to 0. That's weird. But yeah, I have the offset on it, so it doesn't matter. It have to be 0. And then the order is wrong of this. So 1, 2, no, they are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this shows the current order. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay. So the ordering is wrong on that one. It should always put the one with content in order. Okay, so the another thing what I want to check here, and we have to check here, is right now I set them up to get carbon, and this works very well with it. But if I set it to any, probably nothing will be picked up. But I don't know because I never tried that, and I don't remember if I actually managed to add that. So because the resource type any is kind of a new thing was added to the game. Before that, it's always had to be some selected one. Resource. So I have to find a place where we are actually booking. Yeah, at the booking one. So let's find store at. This is initializing slots. Book resource. Okay, so here, wait for resource. And then here is the resource type, where the resource type equals resource type. So yes, the any wouldn't work in this spot here. Okay. So how can I solve that? Is if resource type. Okay, so and resource type equals resource type, or resource type equals any. Resource type dot any, but not resource type any, resource type any. I'm pretty sure there is a resource type. Okay, let's just double check it. If there is an enum resource type, yes, and it has any. So if that one is a resource type any, then it's just grab the first one what you found. Otherwise, so either it's the same or it's set to any. Any, then it doesn't matter, it's just grab it, whatever you find. Okay, so now I'm able to book any type of resource for the storage area. Okay. Which is exciting because it will, in the moment it started to build, it will start to grab all kind of boxes from outside and start to bring them in, which is awesome. Just then the stocking system I have to
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville,
rewrite.
the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
Cool. Now, while we're waiting, that one to be built. No, we are fine. Power is restored. So, let me tell you about the first game I ever wrote. I was 12. And I had Atari and all my friends had C64s with lot of games, and me, on with my Atari, I didn't have any because it was not for sale in my country. So I could only get 2 books about how to program on Atari. So as 12 years old, I learned coding. Okay, let's put down the new pods and then let's see if they're delivering or collecting all these resources and then bring it over here. And then as 12 years old, I had to run into problems like drawing circles and things like that. So I asked my father to meet with his there was a engineer friend to meet him like a family meeting, and then I can ask him to help me to understand all the sinus, cosinus, and all these things which I needed to be able to draw a circle. And then he explained to me, the engineer friend of my father, and I was able to continue my game and draw. Oh my god, what are you doing? Yeah, this is another bug what sometimes happens. They getting in a loop of trying to repair all the pods when they are not damaged, and yeah, I don't think he's working, he's just trying to repair pods. Okay, no. Yeah, he's back to work. Good. Where is my another engineer? That's a worker. That's red, orange one. Can't really see in this lighting here. Now it's probably out somewhere and trying to repair pods. I'm pretty sure. Sometimes I have this bug. Annoying. But I will find it. I will hunt you down and I will find you, you bug. Okay, is the production started there? Okay. Come on, build this. No, that's my biologist. Okay, I want another dome here. Let's remove it. Ah, I found you. He's trying to fix the completely fine. Repair platform. No, don't repair platform. No. No. Okay, I may have to restart this. I have to find this bug. It's rare, but sometimes it happens. And he can't fix it because it's already 100%. Okay, I think it's fine. Oh, okay, right. This is done. Come on. Guys, deliver here the things. They are thirsty. Come on, will you deliver any resource? Please bring any resources. Partying here. That's all the biologists. They're definitely not delivering, and this one is live. So it worked with carbon, but not with any resource. Is there a place somewhere where they remove any or something like that? I have to check. Okay, so if I select this, storage small, storage pod, storage project, yeah, that's the one. And then if I check them, they should say all of them is any. and then the project. Okay, maybe on the queues I can find it. Yeah, I don't see any contracts are here for delivery. Okay, let me check the code again there. If there is any other place where we say resource type equals, or maybe this was not correct. But it is correct. If resource type equals the resource type, or the resource type equals resource type any of that case, this is true. Let's look for this. And then task controller maybe. Ever checks resource type. No. Okay, create a resource. Okay, that's creating resource. That's book a resource, resource type, project input. Allowed resource type. Oh, okay. I have allowed resource type pulled out, but no, it just puts into the resource type and then wait for resource. Okay, maybe wait for resource. No, that one can handle any now. Any resource. It takes the first of if the resource is available, if it's store at and not stored or true, and the resource type equals resource type, so it's search for a specific resource type, or if the resource type equals any, then it ignores this. Resource type equals resource type. And then, because there is no such a thing as any, so that's why. Okay, wait for resource type, that's fine. And then, that's fine. And then create resource coroutine. We don't create on this one. And then the book. Yeah, we don't use it anywhere else. In the task, there is no resource type. So this should work. This should work. Okay, what I can do to see, run a little test of, I set the first two to any, but the last two I will set to, I don't know, food. And then I will see right away they will place 2 food on those. But the another 2 will not delivered. So I see if it's can get picked up with that new changed logic. Okay.
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
I'm just placing this down. So that was the one of the interesting game that I worked on was, because I mainly worked as a web developer, but one of the place I still have the poster on my wall. I can't show you guys, but I worked technically with ASAP Games and Mediatonic, and it was a Facebook game. The Fast and the Furious game, good 10 years ago, when Facebook Games was really big. So built this game in. We only had 2 months to do it. Luckily, they already had designs, so it was really just go down and do it as quickly as possible. And it was a quite interesting game. It's you had the different cars, and we had even a 3D model in it, and you could paint it in your own way. But you race them, but not like you driving them, like more in a manager game. You just tell them like, oh, I want to race it to my friend's car, and then it's just told you step by step, like, okay, in the first round is who is leading, second round who is leading, and then third round, and then finally there was some randomization, but it's mainly dependent on all the things what you built into your car. It was quite fun because after 1 month, I think we had 1 million users, and then second month we had 2 million users after release. So was quite popular. It was a lot of fun actually working on it. Yeah, let's put the pots down. And at lunch there was a problem, and it was not our fault. There was a separate company who was responsible for setting up the servers, and they did not set properly up the load balancer, which is balances out which one. Which subservers are controlling things. Well, that was completely their fault because this originally was planned as a soft launch. Okay, the food are delivered. The order should be rearranged, but the any, okay, so only the any is just can't handle the any, the idea of any. So that means this part of the logic of the boolean is giving me back the right resource, but if the resource type equals resource any, then it's not giving me because, okay, another way to test this. Oh wait, no, I can't break this. I can't break this. I just wanted to remove partly, but then I can't even build anything. So if the resource type are match, void, or the resource type any, then you don't need to check for the resource type. You just can bring whatever resources you find first. Technically, I could take this out, this section completely, and then it would build all kind, like without really checking whatever is it finds first. But why this would not find a random one? Because that's really the point here. Either find if the resource type is Okay, resource and resource type coming from here from wait for resource. Wait for resource is code from here, and resource type coming from here, which comes from the input resource slot. Where is the active slot index what we are looking at, and allowed resource type, which is actually set up to any. But if I set it to any, then it's not pick up anything. Okay, let's resource type dot any. Is there anywhere else I'm blocking this? So project controller, resource type any, wait for resource, and the resources slot. That's a default. This should work. Okay. I will just chat. The following code gives the available resource a certain type, but if I set to any, then I would have expected it gives me certain type. Okay, like carbon, fiber, food, carbon, fiber, food. If I set it to any, then I would have, so it gives me one of the randomly. Okay, it says it doesn't do. I don't think you're right. This is resource type 1. Oh, this is the resource type. Okay, let me check. Am I wrong? This is the resource type. No, this. Nope. Nope. Not right. I mean, the AI not right. Because resource type is. Yeah. I will argue with the AI. But I shouldn't do that. Okay. Well, my thinking was okay. I show this. Well, shows is works and picks only from the set resource types. Well, my thinking was if it was set to any, then I send, then I return true, so the above line get ignored and it will pick the first available from the list. There's a key standard, your current condition. I think you have some. Okay. I know, I understand now what's wrong. What's went wrong. This is not that. I know. I just sometimes you need a third eye or fourth. How many eyes a AI has? So, what happened? I was assuming this is actually the incoming resource type, but it isn't. This is the list's resource type, so this should be resource type equals resource type any. If the incoming is any, then ignore that one. Now it will work. Got a bit sleepy. Okay. So in if nights, if it's set to any, it should work. And if that's done, then I can make them to have 24 on them. And then I just have to figure out the stacking problem. But that's not really vital right now. It's anyway messed up all the time.
Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds.
But these ones don't have the stock.
I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy
sorry.
inferno. Shall we begin?
Yeah, we shall begin, but okay, let me put the new one there. Then I maybe I do the icons, and I should do. This is actually the front, so I don't know why I'm putting that way now. I don't need that. Come on, build it. And then I will see they start to carry this in over the stuff. That would be awesome. This was a long thing which I wanted to do for a really, really long time. And I have always, there was something more important than the storage area. So let's see if this works now. And then I need to make the icons for this. So I put 2 in. And then they should, after building, they should stack on them random items from here onto the storage pod. Okay, I speed it up a little bit because up until the point it's they built it. I hope my engineer is not again randomly trying to repair stuff. Oh no, they are here. But he was doing it in the wrong spot. Okay, so now let me. Yeah, they're bringing it. They're bringing stuff. Definitely, they're bringing stuff. Yeah, still I have the order issue there. Yeah, and then it's random. Yeah, cool. Okay, so let me add more on them, so they can stock up until 24 of them. Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's interesting. How many they stored in? It's not, and it's keep bringing on the same spot. Genius. The most efficient storage place ever. Yeah, they have multiple of them. You see, it's not checking something. Well, that's efficient. Okay, almost there. Almost there. So now if I build anything, then they can build it from here, right? So if I say, oh, I need a new dome, then they're just bringing from there. That's quite efficient. Not what I meant, but it's efficient. Yeah, okay, so. Yeah. There are multiple items in each of them. There's the second one here. Or here. Oh, I have to. But it's good they're not putting from one to the another. That part works. is just did not detect if it's full or not. And I'm pretty sure there is a line of code for that in there. Some reason it's the wait for slot to be empty. Normally it's doing other things, right? Other tasks. So that could be. Some food dispensers. But now it's so clean everything because they are actually right away pack away. Because I have the storage. So that part is excellent. And I really love they took everything in, because that was always a problem. You couldn't build because it was in the way. And now it's you build some storage and then it's just box it. Yeah, they still bringing there. Yeah, I see. Let's go up and down. All the slots, but one slot only should have only one item. Well. Alright guys. The thing is, that one should be at it's maybe so available resource. But isn't it have first have an available slot? Okay. So book resource is book resource. Okay, where is this coming from? From book resource. Is resource already in place? That's interesting. What is this doing here? Because this is doing nothing here. This line. Because it tells me but it tells me if exactly the problem is it should not allow. Yeah, it's checking it, but then it just books it anyway. It checks it and then books it anyway. So it only should book it. Okay, what next step? Okay, this is in next step. Where is next step's code form? Oh yeah, tracking it back. So I init the project. Wait for power. it's even working with other places. If it's not working here, what's the difference? This is technically doing absolutely nothing, completely and utterly nothing. Okay, let's see. Okay, how I did that is gas filled. Yes, I do it here. Wait for gas. Wait for start. I need the exactly same kind of idea here. Wait for power. Before I need the project. So I need... Yeah, but this is the old project. This is the old project, not the task. This is on the task level, the problem. So but before it picks up and delivers to, it have to check that. It's not checking that. And that's the reason it's in the next step. Oh, one step. Oh yes, this one originally when... Yeah, I'm not really using this. This totally doesn't do anything there. It does not do anything. And this was the problem beforehand when I changed the production, and then, oh, is this in place? But then I removed it and we drop it, and then it's replacing it, I think. Because it's not used anywhere. It's a zombie code. It's just a piece of zombie code. Zombie code. But the function itself is useful if I use it somewhere. But it doesn't look like I'm doing that at the moment, and I should only... Because it keeps requesting new items, and then it repeats, while other items, it's request item and then use it and produce a new item, and then it's re-requesting. But because this one is keep re-requesting, and it's not really checking if there is enough space. Okay, so within a step, okay, let's see, RCEP says the next step. Handle all tasks finished, and then because these tasks go in parallel. Handles interaction, handle state change, handle giving up fixed time task, maintain task, repairing task. Okay, so it will be in the project controller, and it's the logically here. So maybe on interact, stat change, city power, give up, request building, request furniture. So it's on interact. That's the entry point. Yeah, next one. Handle interact. Okay, the task controller has a handle interact. No, No, that's not the entry point. That's the entry point when they actually delivering it. That's too late. I can't rise this only if it's so I init the project and then I check all these and then I go and request the next step. Next step is in this case the first step, because 0 to 1, and then takes every step and then books the resource. So I need to check on that active step. Take the contracts and then if there is no, if this is not the case, so I only book the resource and start the process if this not empty. Oh, is the resource already in place? Yeah, if it's not in place, then I book the resource. So that should not trigger then if it has already one. My question is, will it's able to finish all steps? Well, it don't need. So it will use first all of them. And then if it runs out, then it goes back again in the beginning. I think it's fine, but it may will have an interesting behavior. Okay, last test. Let's see if it's the, I think it's probably solved it or partially solved it at this point. And then it's this one getting a very long one, so maybe I should consider to set. So let's see if it works.
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
Okay. I could put here that. And one more dome. Oh, I want to add different platforms as well. but so far looks fine. And they should stop putting stuff there. Yes, they stopped putting things there. Cool. Question is, will it work after they use data? So let's put a couple of more down. Let's see. Then probably I need to build that. I have this issue, I have to click on it to the gas filling up. Without that it's not starting. It's good it's limited to 4 at the moment because I can better see what is going on. Definitely it did not drop more. Okay, let's... Oh. Why is he building it from the side? Oh yes, I turned it, but I did not move the construction point. The construction point have to move there. Okay, and then right away they go and they bring in stuff, which is genius. Just the stacking problem. It should right away, when it's put it in, it should move to the bottom. Yeah, it did. It's just waited a little bit. Oh, maybe there is a tick. Or a triggering problem. Okay, I want to see if they take out... Oh, they are thirsty. I want to see if they take out some. Most of the machines are fine because they are nicely fit in here, so I could arrange them even around corners. The only problem is these ones. They are too large, the planter. But I love them. You see how absolutely too large. It hangs out each direction. I have to make it smaller. Which I don't want. I love them. Yeah, only a few left. Thirsty, why he not going to drink? Another issue, not for now. No, he went. This looks like he was just wondering if he should go. Is potato everywhere? No. Yeah, I have issues with the layout of them. I think I know why. Well, this is work in progress. I tried some new ideas there to do, and even inside there is issues. That's stretched. Can walk here. I have to actually, because if there is a wall there, that's fine. Because I could automatically adjust the walls and stuff. How you build this. Or let the player actually build it the way how they want. And let them figure this out. Oh yeah, they eat the food. And the question is now, after eating the food, would they use it again? Or it's stuck, because that's what I was afraid actually. Because it's not duplicating now. But it will never finish, and because that is never starts again. Yeah, it's not. They're not bringing it here. Storage area. Only once they can use it now. Okay, so I have to think that over. But it's almost close to 3 hours streaming this, so I think I will say goodbye for now, and then next Tuesday, similar time, I will be here and around to work on this. I may make alternative one which is more tutorial-like. Please let me know. I have 2 things what I was thinking to work on. One of them is, if you know the game FTL or any kind of really game which has a node-based map, randomized map. So I'm building a map generator for that. That's one of the idea. And the another one is because I'm doing my language localization. And I'm storing it in a AWS server. So maybe that would be interesting. So please let me know in the chat which one you would be more interested in as a tutorial. And then thank you for watching, and then see you next week.